Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
No, that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds like
nonsense.
nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's going to sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
No.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this.
Hello.
Hello.
What?
Hi.
What's happening?
Hi,
What?
Will.
Everyone's remote today?
Twisting it
Yeah,
up.
this is crazy.
Well, not everyone. Me and you are here in the
No,
studio.
I know, but Will and Jeff are.
I know. I'm. God
Oh.
damn it. I'm out of town, and can you hear that?
I can.
Yeah. You mean the
Yeah.
birds screaming? Yeah.
How are you guys?
We're doing good, man. We're just we're back, you know?
We're back.
Good. It's been a while. I forget how to do this shit.
I know, right?
Yeah. I don't know. We're just going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hi, Jeff. How are
Hi.
you?
Hey,
Yeah.
Will, just a tip for you.
Yeah.
You can lean back, brother.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah, be comfortable. You don't have to sit next to your computer.
There you go.
There you
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
I know, but maybe we won't be able to hear him as well.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
All right. So here we are. I have a question. Let's kick this thing off. What do you guys think?
Mm-hmm.
This one's not dirty.
Good.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Is Chuck Norris karate or kung fu? I feel like Jeff is going to have the strongest opinion on this.
I have to say I haven't watched.
Relax.
I haven't watched any Chuck
A lot
Norris.
of Texas Ranger?
So, like, I wouldn't know, but I'm gonna say neither.
Okay. Interesting take. Will?
Let's say now, is this not a trick question where you say no? It's Aikido.
I don't know. Is it? I don't
Krav
know.
Maga.
Like there's just it's either kung fu or karate. Is what you're saying.
I don't know. I'm going to read the answer at the end.
I'm going to tell you it's karate.
Okay. Jeff.
Yeah, I'll go karate too.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was what Will said. It's like someone just asked me yesterday, and I was like, I don't know, and I don't even know the fucking difference. But he has a black belt in Tang Soo Do, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu and judo.
Oh.
But after he won many martial arts championships, he started his own discipline. What do you think that could be called?
Oh, jeez.
This is ridiculous. Jeff looks like you might have a...
No, I don't.
Chun?
I know he was working that workout machine with he and Christy Brinkley, selling it at 11 o'clock at night.
Chun Kuk Do.
No.
Or Do. I don't know. D-O. Chun Kuk Do.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. So, yeah, neither. He's neither correct.
Chuck do.
Or, yeah, got to do it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about him, but he's a real interesting character. Did you ever watch his show?
Not really.
What about you, Will? Are you on your phone right now? Just because
Okay,
you're not in the
someone-
same room.
Guess how old Chuck Norris is?
Oh, he was Googling.
Oh, I don't know.
73.
81.
80.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ah.
Damn, dude. He still
He
could,
looks good, right?
still could kick my ass, probably.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome to Sounds Like Nonsense podcast, everyone. I am your host, Jeb. On the number twos, way out at the lake, is Mr. Will Ridge.
Yo, hello.
Sitting on the couch is my beautiful wife, Courtney.
Hello.
And then we have the illustrious Mr. Rally, the Jayer, the chef, Slick Big Dick, a.k.a. the Convertible Man, the Great Uncle, a.k.a. Delicious J, the Line Stepper, a.k.a. Mr. Pinky Toe, Mr. His Terms, the Leg Man, the Fish Fucker, Mr. Livestream. He puts the hot in yoga. And just in time for Halloween, he's the key master of the Kiss Vault, but his friends just know him as Jeff. Woo! All right. And what we're going to do each week, for those of you who are new to the program, is we're going to listen to some music. We're going to talk to some people who surround themselves with music the same way that we do. So who is ready for some new fucking music?
I
Oh, this guy
am.
is.
All right. We got some bangers.
All right, so this episode is basically the Allegedly Records episode. So
Yeah.
we are going to have a song by Last Point, Unfinished Business,
That's
and
the
we've had
homies.
them on a couple times now. We are going to have City Escape Artists with their song The Tide, and we are going to have Board with Fire, Lioness Heart, and we're going to do an interview with Bree and Amy of Allegedly Records.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's cool. I think Last Point just came on once, like early on. Like,
Well, and then TJ came on.
Oh, well, yeah.
and like guest hosted with us before.
So TJ of Last Point played with Lavasa, my old band, for years and years. We played together. So this is cool. They just put out their brand new album last Friday. I don't know exactly when this is going to drop. I think just in time for Halloween. So we're going to hopefully do some spooky talk today.
Nice.
But we have been gone for a very long time.
Yeah.
So, and those of you that are following along, I think the last episode that we put out, number 63, is from like a month ago.
Yes.
So, and in the meantime, we have gone to Punk Rock Bowling and New York City and et cetera, et cetera. So we've been gone. And while we were at Punk Rock Bowling, we did a lot of interviews. I think 7 interviews or 6 interviews, something like it. We did a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit that down. That'll probably come out right after this episode. We just wanted to catch everyone up on what's going on.
Before doing that.
Because I have like it's like 4.5 hours worth of material or something like that. So I'm going to cut it down, probably make a couple episodes out of it. So with all that being said, Jeff, what's been going on, my guy?
Oh. Whew.
I know there's
What was that, Will?
so much in between that we were going to forget what's going on.
I know.
Will, you have to this is not directed at you. I would have said this no matter what.
Cut right here.
Fuck the Giants. That was that's what happened in my life. Probably the biggest, as Vin Scully said, the biggest game in the history of the rivalry.
Well, that was pretty gnarly. Now, I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm very disappointed because this season, because of you, I've been paying a lot of attention to the Giants. Sorry. And
I'm glad it hurts. That makes me feel great.
Your opinion. What'd you think of the last fucking call?
Whew. Man, a series is not defined.
Don't be Dodger bias. Be honest.
A series is not defined by one call.
Oh.
You've had this answer planned. You didn't think of that off the cuff.
Oh, I plan to get a T-shirt made. Here's the pose. That's what the ump did. They point down to first base, and he goes, he does a Chuck Norris.
Does he?
A coup Chuck do. Ha! Game over.
Chun do. Yeah, that was my first question for you, too.
The only thing I will tell you this is that I do not believe that he was going to save the world anyways with that. He was down. He was 2-0 or 2. He was done. So
and 0 for 17 in his career with 8 strikeouts already.
I don't like you. Let's move on.
So the odds were low, but yeah, shitty call.
So that's it? Just baseball
However,
in your life?
There was a call in July against the same teams where there was a check swing that wasn't called. Giants end up to go win that game. It changes everything. But it's also the human element of the game, and I say keep it as much as it sucks.
Yeah.
I feel really bad that a series, what'd you say? A series is not blown by a call?
Correct.
Right.
But the whole baseball season is blown away by a call?
Well, it ended because of that call. But
So
they got calls that went their way. They get called. I mean, it happens on both sides.
I know, but
It just so happens to fall on my side, which
This time.
Yeah. I've been on the other side of it. It's horrible. I know the pain that you're feeling. Well, technically, Giant fans, I don't know what it's like to win 107 games and then get eliminated. But other than that, I had a house guest. My buddy Rocco was over for about
Nice.
8-9 days. So he peed on the bed first night. Just looked right at me. Looked right at me. He's like, "That's how it's gonna be."
Wow.
This mine's.
But other than that, we had a great stay.
Great.
He's a tiny little furnace that likes to sleep between your knees at night.
Oh.
He's just demanding, but he had a good. Yeah, I guess we had a good time.
That's
Oh,
good.
He
okay.
had a great time.
You had a great time.
Let's see. Yeah, so that's it. What's up with you guys? You guys have done all the traveling. You went to Punk Rock Bowling. Give us updates.
Yeah, I'd say Will.
How did you do in the tournament?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we were on the same page. I was pulling for you.
It's just the same thing like the Giants. Everything else in my life, I just lose. All right, I'll be honest. I got there really late. Well, no, just on time, but I had like maybe a half an hour to spare before I had to be there. So I was driving all day. It was hot as fuck. And then to go straight into a tournament, right? I will tell you, first card I got, first hand, pair of aces. I couldn't fucking believe it. Second hand, flush. I'm going, fuck, this is easy, you know? And then all in. No. So anyways, I'm out of, there were supposed to be 50 people, but because of the plague, it turned out to be 33. And out of 33 people that showed, I placed about 17.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, but the thing is you know, I kind of wanted to see my buddies because I just drove all this time to be there. I was exhausted. I was not having a good ball day. My balls were sticking to everything. I wanted to hang out with Jeb. It's punk rock. Where, you know, it's kind of shitty to be all excited and go, okay, sit down for a couple of hours and play poker.
After driving for what, 6 hours?
Yeah, I still had a good time, and it was fun, and it was interesting. It was my first one. My mind was not set. I just got them in. Yeah.
Tough to be after a long drive. Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to have your mind about you when you're playing poker for a few hours.
It was a bummer, but oh well. Anyway, so that's that.
What was your favorite band that you saw, Will?
My favorite band that I saw was the Bronx.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They were just on fire that day.
Yeah. Dude, their guitars were so ripping. We just saw the Bronx on Wednesday.
Heck yeah, we did.
Again.
And somebody, dude, the security lady was totally making fun of me because they played early at this venue, and
That's 7.
it was like nobody was like kind of dancing that much. So I was like, this is bullshit because they're awesome. So I go up there and I'm dancing. And then the security guard like points at me and talks to the people in front of me. And then they just kind of like turned, gave me like a glance. And I was like, fuck you very much. Like, whatever. Let's have fun.
Me and Courtney went big. I twisted both my ankles in the pit for that.
Didn't notice until
Not for
the next day.
That
was rancid.
Yeah, it was Bronx, Rancid, and Dropkick Murphys.
Let me just jump the gun here because I can't even wait for retractions. I could be wrong. Maybe I owe you an apology. Courtney?
Yeah.
Are you wearing my shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else? Okay. I just wanted to know that right now.
Yes.
Okay. You haven't sent him his care package yet?
No.
Oh.
It's all together.
Oh, she's wearing it.
She's wearing part of
No,
you
I'm
got
giving
into
you-
his care package?
No, I'm giving you other Mariachi El Bronx shirts. Just saying.
That was the shirt that was displayed to me.
That is. You're right, Jeff. I remember that.
But it fits me better.
Wow. Welcome back.
We do have some guests coming on kind of soon. We got a little bit of a late start.
Okay.
So, do you guys see that William Shatner was shot into space this week?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened with Bezos right after?
That was really sad.
What happened?
Dude, it was so shitty. Like, just Jeff Bezos has no fucking class, man. Like, Shatner is like trying to have a moment. He's almost like choking up, like, you don't know what this means to me. He's like, I think he's 93 years old too. And like, he's like trying to talk to Jeff and, like just relay his experience and how it was moving him. And people behind, like the women and stuff that went, are like popping bottles of champagne open. And so Jeff Bezos keeps like looking at them, and he's like, and he just fully walks away from William Shatner in the middle.
Hold on a minute. He
just goes and grabs a thing of champagne, pops it, woo! Like, and Shatner just puts his head down. Just boom.
It really was
And went to sleep. He's 93.
It was so fucking rude, man.
It was really rude.
I don't know. But at least I don't know.
But then he talked to him again. Like it showed, like he went back or whatever and was like, put his hand on his shoulder or whatever. It's like, oh, you can talk now. And but he was tearing up like when he actually had a chance to talk. Like it was an emotional thing for him.
Yeah. But hey, so while we were at Punk Rock Bowling, I found out something. I don't know if this made it on the recordings or not. But I was talking to I believe it was Javi, and I was saying, I got this tattoo, whatever, the Bigfoot tattoo, and he was like, whoa, like he seemed to like it, right? So the guy that Will brought with him was like, oh, that's your tattoo? My best friend is the guy who did that tattoo. And texted me the day he did it before we knew each other, because I met him at Punk Rock Bowling. They said, I just did the worst tattoo I've ever done in my entire life. And he was dead serious. He was like, it's the gayest tattoo.
Sure. We've all seen it, of course.
It's awesome. Well, I don't know. For those of you that don't know, cowboy Bigfoot riding a dolphin, jumping over a rainbow. It's very colorful and awesome. Takes up one.
he's going to remember you for no matter what, or that tattoo. He doesn't remember everyone's tattoo. He will remember that one.
As the worst one, I don't know if it's,
2%.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's bragging rights or not. I'm confused.
Well, and it's his opinion, right? Like, he did the art beautifully, even though he didn't like the tattoo.
He's got more biker style stuff. Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, he's an amazing artist.
That's what I mean.
So.
Like, who cares? He still did a rad tattoo, even though it wasn't his favorite.
Yeah. So, Courtney, name some of the bands you've seen in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so, oh, man.
Just do some of your favorites. Do some standouts.
Okay, so, the Bronx, because that was there. Pears.
Yep.
And
Nice.
Get Dead. Oh my God, that was the best show. Teenage Bottle Rocket on that same show. We left after that.
Dillinger 4. Yeah.
We didn't see them, but
We saw them at the
After
festival.
Punk Rock Bowling, or is this at Punk Rock Bowling?
That was
This
right
was-
before. That was the pre-show.
yeah.
It was. We weren't there for the opening band, but it was Get Dead, Teenage Bottle Rocket, and Dillinger 4. Mm-hmm. And then it was festival stuff. Streetlight Manifesto.
Oh my God, Streetlight Manifesto. That was the first time that I had seen them, and they just did not disappoint. Love them. And they were one that was just like, they just went in song after song after song. And then Tokay was like, he would like make little noises to kind of signify like going into the next song or whatever, but that was it. And then the one thing that he said was just a troll move. He was like, give it up, Los Angeles, or whatever.
Thank you, Los Angeles.
Yeah, and it was like, we're in Las Vegas.
Only thing he said.
But other people had like weighed in on that and said, oh yeah, he does that all the time. So that's fun. Gosh,
It was a good show. I like that one.
it was really good. Descendants and oh my God, I'm just brain farting.
Yeah.
There's Devo.
Yeah, Devo. Yeah, Circle Jerks.
Circle Jerks. Oh my God, they did
Leftover
so good.
Crack.
Leftover Crack.
I mean, there's so many bands, and
All
that one day, if you guys go, you can go find it on Punk Rock Bowling. Said that Saturday for me, anyways, the lineup from like 4 to 10 was just so stacked. that You can't even. You had to decide if you're gonna miss the first 15 minutes of a band or the last 15 minutes, just so you could walk and get a spot, back and forth. So, and then you're so fucking exhausted by the end, like I can hear them from here. Like Dwarves played, and I've seen Dwarves play many, many times, and they're great. But they were playing, I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna sit down for just a second, right where I was standing in the festival,
Pick and
just like
choose.
my
what
feet
was
hurt.
that band that Menzingers? Was it Menzingers?
Menzingers were
Menzingers were
fantastic,
really good,
yeah.
and it was the first time I ever saw them live.
Right,
so.
yeah, that was a good one for me. So, anyways, we saw a lot of great ones, and then Punk Rock Bowling's coming back in May already, so everyone doesn't have to wait as long. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull it off again.
Yeah, because we're doing Salty Dog. And
We're doing a lot. We got a lot of stuff coming
of
up. So right now, we have a huge fire out here. You can see it from my back porch. 17,000 acres.
Oh, was that the video you sent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
the
from my
time
back
lapse,
porch.
The time lapse.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
But-
it's at 76% containment, and the evacuations are lifted.
Yeah. So they're killing it out there. There's like 1,600 people out there fighting that fire right now.
Yeah. Thank you, firefighters
That's-
and first responders.
I mean, from my back porch, you could see that at 2:30 in the afternoon this week, you could see flames coming over the ridge. And I was like, oh, it's fucked. Like, it's coming. You're not stopping that. They fucking stopped it, dude.
They did.
The winds changed just enough, and then they just dumped fire retardant all along the ridge line. You could see the planes going by, boom, boom, and
But for a
They stopped
time,
it.
the wind was so bad that they couldn't even fly anything.
that's right. Yeah. And then we got a call for our company to go save the sea lions.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, so they all their power was turned off for the rescue place out there. And so we had to get a generator out there, whatever, and I'm thinking, holy shit. But turns out it was just to save all the food and stuff. They have these huge freezers, that store all the fish and whatever. So they want to keep those going. But yeah, they took the seals and sea lions out to some woman's house in Goleta.
That was crazy.
was
Yeah,
like,
she had them all in her
What?
house.
I'm like, oh my God, the stink and the mess. Holy shit.
It's gonna fuck up the carpets.
Oh, they're not inside.
That's gonna leave a
but,
mark.
Yeah.
I have some crazy photos of that of us out there. Just the flames all around our work truck. It's pretty awesome. So that's going away, but it smells like barbecue.
What?
What?
You did go out there then, right?
Yeah, my team did. Yeah, because I was at your house I was at Rancid when that was happening, dancing. I felt like an asshole, as per usual. Yeah, and then I stayed at his lake house, and you have this key that gets you in the gate, blah, blah, blah. I fucking lose this thing somehow from the gate to his house. I don't know. So the next day, we're going to go to the pool and hang out a little bit. Could not find this fucking card. I tore everything apart. The only thing that had happened is we went to the store during the middle of the day to get lunch stuff or whatever. And that night, only thing that was open was McDonald's. So we ate McDonald's. So we threw that bag away while we were at the store. On the way, I'm so upset with myself. Where is this fucking card? I'm stopping to dig through the trash, and there it was, the little card.
Man.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little dumpster dive.
Dumpster, but it was a $50 card too. One of those. I was like,
and it's such a little town that no one else really was there that much. So the trash was pretty perfect and not.
Yeah, it wasn't there wasn't a bunch of shit on top of it. It's if I just have to stop just for peace of mind, it'll drive me crazy. I'll always wonder. And then sure as shit, there was the little McDonald's bag and the card right on top.
Somehow it fell. Face was like,
oh, it's like Kid at Christmas, dude. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yep. We got to get into our first song. Let's see.
Okay.
Now we still got a little bit of time. So we went to New York City.
Yes, we
Me
did.
and Courtney. Do you want to tell some highlights on that?
Oh my gosh. I love that city. I will definitely be back. I feel like I could go there for a couple months and just explore. There's so much to do that we tried to get the best experiences that we could in the time that we had. So we flew into the city. We stayed in a little hallway, a hotel that was basically a hallway. And I asked my friend, I was like, is this normal? And she's like, oh, did you have your own private bathroom? And I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, then that's standard. I was like, oh my goodness. So, but we just kind of walked around. I don't even remember what we did that first day because basically what we
went down to Battery Park and we checked out the Statue of Liberty.
Battery Park was rad.
And then the 9/11.
Yeah, we walked by that. We didn't go in because it was too late.
Yeah, but you could see the infinity pools and stuff, and it was really interesting. Riley, that was his favorite part. He was just so interested in that whole thing,
right? Well, because it was in the middle of the freaking city, and it's the footprints of the two trade towers. They were right there around so many other things that it's so crazy. Just just seeing it and just being there is so interesting. And then seeing the new World Trade Tower and that kind of thing. But just to backtrack a little bit, what we had to do in order to get to New York. So we flew in and out of Vegas. So we flew back, spent 12 hours at our home, did laundry, picked Riley up, and then we took a plane the next morning from Santa Barbara to JFK. So that's where we were just we were kind of exhausted the first couple of days and stuff. But
yeah, because Punk Rock Bowling 3 a.m. is early.
Right.
You're all fucked up. And then traveling to the East Coast.
You got 6 a.m. Eastern time.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
And then we just kind of partied the whole time. So by the time we got back, when we got back a week later or whatever, it was 4 o'clock in the morning when we got home. But it was 1 o'clock here. But I was at 4. I made a can of soup.
Yeah.
I was I haven't eaten in fucking 12 hours. Eat a can of fucking Campbell's soup at 5 in the morning. It's pretty rad.
Double noodle?
Fucking no.
No, it was one of those other ones.
No, I don't know. Yep.
But so we're in the city. We were in the city for a day and a half, and then we took a train to the ferry, and we went to Fire Island. And so we spent 3 or 4 days there, and that was awesome. Fire Island, if you ever get a chance to go there. Yeah. It is super, super cool. We saw an amazing wedding from 2 really awesome people, met some new people. It was just so much fun.
The wedding itself, the ceremony itself was on the beach.
Courtney,
yeah.
can you hear me at all?
I can.
Yeah?
You really can?
I can now.
Yeah?
Could you live in New York City?
I could, yes. Yes, I could.
You do know that there's a whole big snowstorm, and that city is underneath the blankets of snow.
Right now?
No, but it's seasonal. And then during this winter or summer, it is hot as balls with the humidity.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, no, I could live there. That's the thing is there's so many different boroughs that you can go and explore, and like this morning I was walking around my town to just get some exercise, and I was like, man, I would just be like walking around New York City trying to find my favorite coffee place, trying to find my favorite, like all my favorite things, because you'd have, there's so much there. And the crazy thing about there compared to LA is that all you do is hop on public transportation and you're there. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of bummed when I got back because we wanted to go to this Ways Away concert, and I was like, dang, I wish there was a train that would take us, like, well, you know what I mean? We do have a
You're
train
right.
system.
That's a good point, because I probably would, if I didn't have to do all the driving,
Right.
if there was, like, you know, public transportation like that here,
Right.
I probably would have jumped on and gone down to Long
Like,
Beach.
we have the Amtrak, but it's not the same as
No.
that they have in New York City. Those trains are like, and we almost missed the train going to Fire Island. We were there and it was like a minute, and the lady's like, you have to go.
She's like, the train leaves in 1 minute. And I was like, so? And she's like, it's not coming for like another 2 hours or whatever. I was like, oh, fuck. And she's
like,
just yelling,
"Run!"
left, go left.
So we go and we find the train, the number, and then we go down there, and like, oh my gosh, what happens? And then I turn to my left and I see like the number 16, which is where we're going. So we're hauling ass downstairs
With luggage
into the train, and then we get in, and I was like, I don't even know if we got on the right train.
There was 2 trains. And I was like, go left. And we just jumped in,
And I
and
was
the
like,
doors
is this
are like
16?
behind us.
And the guy's like, yeah. Some nice like random New Yorker was like, yeah, you're on the right one. So
Here's another really interesting thing about New York compared to LA, which, you know, I'm in LA all the time. And LA has a huge homeless issue right now. In New York City, in Manhattan, I didn't see one homeless person. And I only saw one panhandler for the entire time. So, and it was way cleaner. I think there's this, you know.
Well, there's trash all over the place. Like,
Well, no, just
like,
for like.
Our definitions of clean may be different.
Well, I don't know. Here's Riley dropping us off some lunch. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Go.
Oh.
So I have a couple questions, if you don't mind.
yeah.
One, tell me if you have pizza, New York pizza, and is it what they say, the best? Or do you prefer still something else?
No, I don't know. I there's a place in State Street that I like better. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
the pizza that we had in Brooklyn when we went to go visit my cousin was by far the best.
yeah. So
out
the
of the
last
trip.
day we stopped in Brooklyn, and everyone said that's where you can get the best pizza, anyways. So it was great. We ordered it through like a window that had like prison bars on it, that was right next to a dumpster with graffiti all over it, and it was by far the best pizza that we had.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, did you know that an average New Yorker walks 2 to 5 miles a day?
Oh, that makes sense to me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're constantly walking, and then, you know, I'm not trying to. I love New York. Go to New York.
Well, no, that's the thing is, like, when I got home, I was like, oh, I feel like I need to go walk right now. Like, because we had been 2 weeks, even at Vegas, it was a lot of walking to the festival and walking around and stuff. So it feels real weird to not have to walk and to have to get in a car to go places right now.
Yeah, lots of walking. Driving in New York
feeling.
is insane.
It is a good feeling. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, okay, I can do that.
All right. Well, that was a lot right there.
I'll side with Will on the winters out there, though. No way.
Yeah, that
Right.
sucks. Too bad. That's Fire Island where we were at. They just shut down the island for winter. They're like,
But
fuck
I
it.
do want to try to go out there for a winter to see the ocean and the snow. That's trippy to me.
Before we get into our first song from Last Point here, I want to play you guys this. We got a message.
Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller. This is Wayne Regret. I hope you guys are doing really well, because honestly, I really enjoy your show. I just want to let you guys know that with this show, it has changed my life, honestly. The guy named Will Ridge just is absolutely hilarious. I think he's so funny. I mean, almost we should put him as
Do you not know about caller ID, Will?
Who is?
I'm out of Canada, Ontario, and I just want to let you guys know you're doing a really good job. Please do what you're doing and keep going. And for God, what's the name of your host? God darn it. Oh, Jeb. He's okay, I guess. But Courtney, God, she just sounds like a princess. And I sure like to see her or meet her Jeff, I don't know where he's from, but I guess apparently Riley, North Carolina. I just hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'm just calling to say hello. And you know what? You go get them, guys. You go get them. Tell them about punk music. Tell them about what you think. Tell them about the world. Tell them about everything.
Okay.
Rich, I don't know what you look like, but I kind of think you might be good looking.
Okay.
I don't know. You put yourself down, but I think you might be a good looking man.
Okay.
Anyways, you guys have a good one, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. We love you from Ontario, Texas.
Okay, so do you not know about caller ID?
Well, first of all,
Just
I
ask.
kind of like that guy.
I bet you do. Oh man, yeah.
That voice. It gave me a tingle in my bathing suit parts.
And your baby two parts. I want to apologize. I don't remember doing that, and I also want to apologize for it going so goddamn long. I really apologize.
Yeah, but if you do want to call us, really,
805-697-7070 is the phone number.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's proof that the number works.
it's working.
It did sound like you were drinking quite a bit. What time do you think the caller ID said it was? Jeff, do you have any guess?
Okay. I'll say 9:15.
Courtney?
11:45.
No.
Will, I would like to. He said no way.
No way.
5:45.
What time do you think? What time do you think?
5:45.
7:57. So you almost made it to 8.
It's 3 a.m. I'm wide awake. My mind is racing. What will it take
Okay, so that last song was from Last Point, and it was called Unfinished Business. And they are from the Santa Barbara Carpinteria area, and they are rad people, so go check it out. Also, we're going to just talk with the gals at Allegedly Records about all of their bands that
Yeah.
they brought up, and
I think this is their latest band is Last Point. So
Oh, yeah,
we'll
they
ask
just
them
did.
all about it. They just put out this album. It's called A Broken Road. Their last album was called A Beaten Path. So they got a theme going there. I want to ask them about that.
Double check we're recording.
Yeah?
Okay.
This is great because I can masturbate while I do the interview.
oh,
Right?
I would not suggest doing that with the
that
women
is-
of
no,
today.
No.
No. I'm talking about like right now. Like I don't do the interviews. But what I'm saying is that since I'm at home and I'm in my underwear,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can just kind of rock and roll right now.
Yeah, welcome to my life, Will.
Yeah, Jeff's. You can only see the ceiling of of his shot.
That's right.
All right, well, let's get into the. We got a lot of show left to do here.
Okay.
So I got a punk of the week.
Oh.
This is a good one. You guys are gonna like this. Does anyone know who Richie Faulkner is?
Hold on.
No, I'll just go ahead and save you. He's a Judas Priest guitarist. So he's going to be our punk of the week this week. Why, you ask, Courtney? I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because he fucking had a heart attack while playing, and he finished out the lead perfectly, a Painkiller,
Sure.
and then was like, I got to go to the hospital and have a 10-hour fucking heart surgery.
What?
And only 1 in
Professional.
5 of these people survive this kind of thing.
And he did survive.
Not only did he survive, but he ripped it still.
Came back and finished the show.
Yeah, dude, it's an aortic aneurysm and a complete aortic dissection. So he's a 41-year-old guy.
Whoa.
Yeah, but he's good. He was leaving to go to the hospital in the ambulance. He's like, I'll see you guys in Denver. Don't worry about it.
Goodness.
Welcome back.
Dude. And from all the accounts of people, he didn't miss a note. So I
Gonna
think
get a bunch of standing ovations.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. So you guys can go check that out. Loudersound.com's got the whole article on it. But I thought that was pretty fucking punk rock. He felt it as he was playing. He's like, uh-oh, something is happening. Something in my heart is happening right now. Fuck it. Just shred.
The show must go on.
That's pretty awesome. So,
You know that
go ahead.
Teddy Roosevelt got shot in the middle of a speech, got up and finished his speech.
What?
Teddy Roosevelt was was getting assassinated. They apprehended him. He got shot right in the fucking chest. Got back up. The guy was arrested, and he went right back and finished his speech.
Wow.
That's pretty punky.
That's fucking gnarly. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
All right. So let's do revisions, retractions, question of the week, play another song. We got our guest coming in about 15 minutes. So there's no way I'm going to get through all of these. But let's go ahead and just do what we can. Jeff, you got any retractions, revisions?
No. From our last episode?
Right. I know. It's been so long. I have the luxury of editing, so I can write them down. You know.
So I thought
Yeah.
it was really interesting because I had a revision off of something that Jeff said, and you were asking about your lips being dry. But it was you were talking about your ass lips or something. Like you remember
ass lips.
your asshole. Asshole. But,
Asshole. You're talking about your ass lips?
I don't.
We're here. Let's go on.
Oh, you've tickled yourself.
Oh, because I just said it wrong. But you were
Tickling me
talking
now.
no, because you were talking about your new washlet, all those kind of things.
Oh, my bidet.
No, washlet. I missed my washlet while we were gone.
I missed it too. But when we were in New York, it's the time of year, I guess, to where it's like just my face is so dry to the point where it's cracking and bleeding. So like the whole time there, I was like, I had like this magic ointment or whatever that I was putting on. It was so brutal and gnarly.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So that was a like revision retraction
Was it?
from, I don't know.
So you're gonna send me some magic cream
Oh yeah,
to
I
apply
have.
to my
Oh yeah.
asshole,
Yeah.
as you refer to it.
While we were in New York City, my friend Kate, we got to go to the Comedy Cellar together one night.
That was so fun.
It was super fun. And I was telling her about my eyebrows balding, so this is revision retraction. She said there's an eyebrow hair rejuvenating cream that I can get. So
Really?
I'm going to get that, and then we'll see how bushy these brows can get, bud.
But she also
Just do one, so you have a real read.
I'm going to.
Because then if it works, do it for like 6 months, and if it's working, then boom.
Yeah, I'll just look like I'm always questioning everything.
she also
Not
said
bad.
the first thing was, "Oh, you should just tattoo them in." See?
Yeah, I'm not getting tattoos on my eyebrows. Do you have any retractions revisions, Courtney?
There's more, but I don't know.
What about you,
I
Will?
do have one.
Okay.
I forgot to mention, I went to West Virginia.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Went and checked out my nephew's football game. Great. They won. Went down to the wire. Exciting. Got to hang out with my nephew, his wife, and his mom. So that was cool.
Very cool.
Sweet.
And it was a nice convertible drive.
Oh, was that the thing that you sent us with the Radiohead in the tunnel?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, Jeff, are you using the thumbs down? We talked about that. I think.
Yes. Oh, like a motherfucker.
Is it great?
It's more thumbs up. I'm throwing those things all over.
When they fuck up, though.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I have been doing but it's not too often.
Yeah.
But I'm doing
This is
some
instead
thumbs
of the
down.
middle finger, you give them the thumb.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes, man, you just got to give them I'm sorry, dude. You're just not
Yeah.
nailing it.
It's not very often, but it's a lot more I'm probably 90% thumbs up.
I like how
Really?
you're taking it to the positive level.
I've done the mid range before. I'll do like sideways, and I go, like you're
Yeah.
on the line there,
I've done
buddy.
that. I've done that.
You have? It
But
feels good.
the joy of being in the convertible, I can put my hand up high enough to where they can see it.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kate, because I know 7-Eleven is your favorite place. She was working there for a hot second, and said she got all the expired 7-Eleven food, all the donuts and cookies and shit, all this stuff. She was fucking them up. And then she had to go to the hospital for a month with stomach issues.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of Jeff. I was like, ooh, this would be a nice perk for Jeff. Would you go for
Well, in an earthquake situation,
Yeah.
I think that's when it came up.
Yeah.
You could survive. You just wouldn't survive well.
That's right.
Yeah. I had another one for you, Jeff. The Stop Smoking book that we had talked about. It's Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking is what it's called. In the front of it says, reading this book is all you need to do. Reading this book is all you need to do to give up smoking. You can even smoke while you read. There are no scare tactics. You will not gain weight. Stopping will not feel like deprivation. If you want to kick the habit, then go for it. That's on the fucking cover. So,
Last read it, and she swears by it. She stopped smoking at the age of 30-something. She read that.
our friend that we went to the wedding in Fire Island, he just read there's one for drinking too, and he read it and he's like, I didn't drink all summer. I didn't even care to. It didn't matter. Now we got
Wow,
fucked up at the
nice.
wedding, I'll tell you. But yeah,
Oh boy.
so yeah, but that's what happened. So it's I don't know. I guess it's an interesting read. I'm considering reading it. But
Oh, we should read it on the podcast.
no, we don't have to read. No, you don't get book picks anymore. That was on here. That was on here. I swear to God, it says, do we have to read the book? I will show you my notes.
Will you have
Oh,
something?
oh, you're looking at me. Well, what were you saying?
I was saying, yeah, your clip from the book club.
Yeah, I'm over that shit.
All
We were talking about. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
But what I'm really excited to hear about, and Courtney, I'm surprised you didn't mention it. Where's the tattoo?
Yeah, so I was thinking about that this morning. I need to reach out to the guy now that I'm settled and back into the area because we've been traveling so much. So, yep, I need to book that appointment.
Yes, you do. That was also on my list. We talked about rinsing your mouth out with soap. So my mom used to put bars of soap in my mouth, remember? And the question was, did she use a new bar of soap or a used one? And so I texted her and I said, when you did that, what did you do? And she said, we gave you the one with.
Should we guess what we think it's going to be?
I sent you the text thing, so you should know.
Yeah, you should know.
Oh.
She said, that's the one, we gave you the one with pubs in it. And I said, like in London? And then she said, pubes, you fucking idiot, or whatever. And I was like, no, I got it. I understood. So I don't know. I did not get a real answer. I wouldn't put it past her to get.
And that didn't teach you your lesson.
Hi, Mom. Let's see. Ways Away. We played one of their new songs a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
They just did their little, 4-day little Southern California tour thing. And they're re-recording the album, is what I saw on Instagram.
yeah.
So we thought we were getting a new album. I think we got to wait.
Okay.
I don't know why. But here we are.
But we're going to bring you the world premiere when it's ready.
Sure.
Be patient, America.
Will, I got
the world.
Will, I got one for you.
Yeah.
You had that Trumpy coworker who stormed the Capitol building, the sweet old lady. Is she? What? Do you get an update on that?
Is she still around?
No, you're thinking of the sweet old ladies. This lady is in her 60s. My old ladies are in their 80s, and they are sweet.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, don't fuck with them. I'm sorry, I'm sweating for some reason. But she's in her late 60s, so and she rarely volunteers.
Okay.
So I don't know any update on her.
oh, bummer. All right, well, we'll keep it up. I just want to let you guys know that Britney Spears is continuing to do nudity stuff on Instagram. It's pretty cool. Check that out.
She's doing what?
Nudes. She's
Really?
dancing around naked. Oh, it's awesome. I love Britney Spears. I've said this too many times recently, but as she continues
Yeah.
to take her clothes off, I will continue the update. That's, I'm here to bring you guys news, breaking news.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm really glad to do that when I put these out a month later. So it really, so it's all relevant. Jeff,
You know what I saw?
did the cornrows fuck up your
There
hair?
was a documentary.
Go ahead, Will.
I thought what was really interesting is that there's a documentary out there, and I thought the name of the documentary was brilliant. It was Britney versus Spears.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking killer, because they're going against her dad, and there's a documentary, Britney versus Spears.
Yeah, I watched it. It's all right. Yeah, I don't know. It does seem like she should. I mean, for me as a voyeur on her life, it's awesome. But I'm like, girl, you need to reel it back in. You fucking what? But whatever. Hey, live your life. Do whatever. I like to look at it, so it's fine. Jeff, did those cornrows fuck up your hair?
No.
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 It seemed like it was gnarly. You said, and I caught this in the edit, there was like a poodle or a hair next to you or something. I was like, it's
yeah.
just ripping your fucking hair out.
It's pretty much every day a bunch of my hair falls out.
Yeah.
I don't know how this thing works. I should be bald based on the puddles of hair I have all over my house.
Same.
Well,
So, but yeah, if anything, the braids, I didn't have to deal with it for a week. So that was nice. But when you take it out, it looks like I've got a perm almost.
yeah. Did you get a haircut, Will?
I did. I finally got it cut.
Nice. You got rid of your little ponytail?
I did.
No, you didn't. You're such a... He's a fucking samurai. He looks so fast when you pull it back like that.
I will tell you, though, I'm looking forward to getting it cut because I'm done with this fucking thing. I really am. It's coming off.
I hit up my barber on Friday, and he didn't respond to me.
He's busy.
Yeah. I do want to let you guys know that I did change up my flossing technique. I heard all of you guys shit on me for that. So I have been flossing then brushing, and I don't like it. It does not feel natural.
Okay.
It feels like all the stuff that you pull out flossing, you're shoving back into your teeth. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. So now I'm like, am I going to floss before and after brushing? I think that's my only solution with my OCD. I
Okay,
can't.
then do it.
How about floss, then rinse your mouth out?
That's what, yeah.
So you're getting all the little pieces out, then you brush. And then the brush is getting even the smaller, the stuff that you didn't get on the rinse.
Okay, I'm into that. I'm going to try that. Just so you guys know, the little tooth update. While we were in New York City, you went to Banksy.
I did. It was the unofficial Banksy exhibit because they can't contact him. But it was.
But they can make money off of him.
That's the thing that I was bummed out about afterwards. But I mean, he just sold another painting for $25 million, so I think he's okay. But
Wasn't it shredded?
yes, this was the shredded piece, yeah. And so this exhibit,
I love it.
No, he's
Yeah.
he's amazing in that way because he thinks that it's super fucking comical of how art works in that genre. So anyways, but the exhibit that I went to was tons of people, I guess, who had, well, I guess not tons, but like it was actual artwork that people had bought from him. So it really was his original pieces of work. So it was awesome because I learned a ton about him, and I'm kind of like a super fan now. And I really am, because like just the way that his mentality is and everything like that, I'm like, oh yeah, like, yeah,
Nope.
he's great.
He's doing some really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Yeah, instead of doing that, I slept in.
Right.
It was pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
Bad choice.
Courtney, Courtney just loved New York. She just was like up in the morning, like, I'm going coffee and whatever. Like, she was like we're in just a bodega, just a fucking convenience store, and she's losing her mind. Oh my God, they have apples?
I did not say
they
that.
They have fucking bread? No way.
No,
they have everything here.
Jeb.
Yeah.
They had so many different things there. Like, they had these little churro chips and stuff. They had boba
Donuts.
tea. It was not donuts.
They had boba tea. Yeah. Yeah, the boba, you're like, boba?
Like,
no way.
And a bodega? That's amazing. Like, we don't have that shit here.
You know what I thought was amazing? Cups of ice.
Yeah.
Pre-frozen cups of ice. Mm-hmm. Dude, for my cocktails, it was sick. I really was fired up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free ice?
What?
They give you free ice at the bodegas?
No.
Not free.
You have to buy it. Was
quarter or whatever.
But instead of carrying around a big bag of ice and you only needed a cup of ice, they sold individual cups of ice.
Yeah. So I was like, I just need 2 cups of ice is all I really need. I don't need a huge fucking bag of ice. That was all 50 cents, 2 cups. Boom. I loved it. That was one of my favorite.
I wonder how that came up as a problem, where somebody came up with, you know what, whoa, put the bag down, bud. How about 50 cents and I'll give you a cup of ice?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so here's why. I thought about it later, and I was like, I didn't see one fountain machine, right? So normally, you can go get a cup of ice at any gas station around here or whatever, because they all have fountain machines. They didn't have fountain machines. So, work around cups of ice. It was awesome. I loved it. That was my favorite part of New York.
Okay.
I don't know. That's not true.
A cup of ice is your favorite part of New York.
I'm just fucking around.
Joking. But the little area that we stayed at, that Airbnb was fucking rad compared to the hallway that we had like a little townhouse where it had a kitchen. It had like 2
we scored
floors,
super cheap. I was like, that didn't seem real.
Yeah,
So,
it was awesome.
I got 2 more quick things, and we got some guests coming on, so fired up, and we want to play another song too. I got the new truck, the diesel, and it gets the shittier gas mileage. But everyone's like, you can get this kit, you plug it in and whatever, and it doubles your gas mileage, right? California made them illegal in June. Oh. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome. I was like, I'm just shot down. I'm like, dude, you won't pass smog. So I'm like, you can get it put in, and then when smog comes, you got to get it taken out. I'm like, why does everything have to be so fucking hard?
We are getting e-bikes so that we can just bike around town, specifically me, because I don't want to drive your truck at all. But we are coming into the snow season, so it'll be nice. And like I said, towing like generators.
You're coming into the what season?
Snow.
Yeah, so we go to Mammoth snowboarding and stuff. So I got to have a 4-wheel drive in the truck to be able to throw the boards in.
I thought you meant snow season in Santa Ynez.
No.
Fuck,
Okay.
no, it's fire season right now, buddy.
Yeah.
That's always, unfortunately.
Yeah.
One more quick thing. I had brought up Tom Gable, formerly Laura Jane Grace,
No,
right?
Tom, he was
Right.
yeah.
So whatever, before transitioning.
Yep.
And I talked about this really awesome song on the solo album.
Yeah. What is it called?
The song is Anna is a Stool Pigeon.
Oh yes.
It's so good. And if we have time at the end, I would like to put that as, let's call it a vault song.
Okay.
If we do have time. I was going to play another Last Point song because the one that the ladies that are coming on picked is not my favorite.
Oh.
The first song, Confessor, on their new album is so fucking good. When I heard that, I got a little mad at TJ. I was like, God damn it. This is really good. Don't you know this is a competition? I'm just kidding.
It's not.
No. So let's do another one of their bands right now. This is City Escape Artists. This is The Tide, and then we're going to have a fucking talk.
I know I am living on unwarranted borrowed time, and I will miss every person who's made even a subtle impact My deepest affection is bestowed to the heart of only one. Don't look back, keep moving forward. Find a song yet to be sung, scream it from your lungs, and my ashes will go where the tide flows. Ashes will go where the tide flows. It's not tragic, it's a matter of fact when I'm gone. Don't think I'm looking back. It's not tragic, it's a matter of time and what it takes. But the memories will be left behind. Ashes will go where the tide flows. Ashes will go where the tide flows.
There it is.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, yeah, well, no, we're doing good.
Good.
How are you guys doing today?
Hang in
Oh,
there.
we lost you on video for a second.
Awesome. So we just listened to City Escape artist the song Tide.
Yeah.
And
No,
that was rad.
Awesome.
I can see that you guys have like a sound that you're going for. Between Last Point and City Escape Artists, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm seeing it when you play them back to back like that.
Yeah, I feel like they're the equivalent of each other on like the opposite ends of the coast.
Oh, yeah. Where are they from? Where's City Escape Artists from?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay, cool.
very cool.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, we're talking to Amy and Bree of Allegedly Records, and I'm Jeb. This is my wife, Courtney, over here. And normally we have Mr. Will Ridge, you wave, Will, in studio with us, but he's at his lake house because he's fancy. And
Nice.
that's our friend Jeff there in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're in Santa Barbara, so.
Where are you guys located? Where are you guys?
I'm in central Pennsylvania.
That's Bree.
Yeah.
And then I am Amy. I'm in Northern California.
Oh.
Very cool.
How do you guys know each other?
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
No, I'm
We've
kidding.
never met actually.
We really never met in person. We just became friends online and decided to open 3 businesses together.
That's awesome.
So funny.
So far, it's worked out well.
So funny enough, our co-hosts here, Jeff and Will, they have never met in person either.
Oh. I've actually never met anyone from the label. I haven't even met the Last Point guys.
Wow.
I was in Santa Barbara in August for a friend's birthday, and I was going to meet up with a couple of them, and just everything kept falling apart. So we ended up not meeting then.
We're not sure if she's
hopefully.
real actually.
Yeah.
This is all AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and Jeff, why don't you kick us off with a couple of questions, then we'll just go from there.
So you say you met online and decided to start 3 businesses together. Can you give us a little bit more background on that? Because that is very interesting.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we started out just we were in kind of like the same groups together. And Bree is very, very funny, so I immediately like gravitated toward her. And we just started like talking more, and we were friends for, I don't know, what do you think, Bree, like a year or so?
18 months maybe?
Yeah. And she told me that she was starting a record label with some friends, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. That's my dream. And she was like, well, I'm telling you because I want you to join us. So I originally was brought on to do like PR and social media, but then they ended up making me a partner too. And we just went from there. We started out with 5 of us running the label, and now we're down to 3. 2 of them left to focus on their band, but now it's me, Bree, and our third partner is Chris, and he does a lot behind the scenes.
Shout
A
out to
lot.
Chris.
Cool.
Yeah.
And when did you guys?
Everything visual that you see that's from allegedly is from Chris.
Oh, that's
when did you
awesome.
guys start? It's soon, right? Because I can remember on Facebook just seeing one day allegedly records and everyone going, "Hi, I'm Joe from Remember," and like whatever, and it blew up real fast on that. How the hell did you guys do that? And when
On
was that?
accident.
Oh,
Everything we do is accidental. We weren't going to launch until New Year's Day. But
Like
I
coming
messed
up New Year's?
No, last.
Okay,
well,
okay.
actually, it was going to be. Bree, what was the original plan?
January 2022.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
I made a Facebook page just to kind of get started on the first day we really got serious about it. And I thought I had it private, but I actually made it public. And then by the end of the day, we were getting people sending us invites to our own page. And suddenly we just had all these people talking about us and we were like, oh, I guess we're a real thing now.
I guess we've started.
Yeah.
Look real.
How many bands did you have signed up at that point?
Oh gosh,
None.
we were at 1,000, I think.
We were. I mean, I feel like we were talking to a couple bands, but when you made a Facebook page, we hadn't sat down and signed anyone yet.
Oh my
No,
god.
yeah, you guys had some bands that you told. I didn't know any of the bands. I was just like, yeah, I want to be a part of this. But yeah, you guys were talking to City Escape Artist and Idle Minds, correct?
Mm.
And Amy Gabba.
Oh, Amy Gabba, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we've had Idle Minds on too. Go ahead, Will.
I have a question for you, Amy.
Yeah.
Did you want to start a record label just because, or were you in this kind of music? Did you get into this punk music and you wanted to do it, or was it just I want to be a part of a fucking record label?
Oh no, it's the punk music that, and I've always honestly, my whole life wanted to work in music.
Oh, great.
In high school, I wanted to be a music journalist. Then I had kids and life happens.
Life happens, Stacy. Sorry, that's an inside joke. Sorry.
And then my husband and I did kind of show promoting and putting on shows and stuff. Unfortunately, we kind of live in farm town and karaoke is king around here. So no one wants to hear punk rock in Yuba City, California. So once they were doing the label, I mean, that's exactly my dream come true is to work, to own a punk rock label.
That's fantastic. Now, Bree, I got a question for you.
Ask away.
Bree, now you are into punk rock music, obviously, and you wanted to start a label. What made you have that desire? Considering I would love to do that too, but I just don't have that desire. I just didn't get off my ass. I'm too lazy. I want to rule the fucking world, but I'm not going to do that today. So
Watch out Monday.
what made you get into the? You had 5 people, and I know I'm trying to get to a question that I really want to ask. And how did this make you get into wanting a label as opposed to just making an album or something, Why owning a label?
Sure. So I started just reviewing local bands, just kind of helping the local scene promote themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so it was actually another one of the original members that brought it to me. And he was like, so what do you think about this? And I was like, yeah, that's an idea,
Mm-hmm.
And then I slept on it and I started thinking about it. And I was just I'm already promoting these bands. Why not do it for real?
Right.
And I had nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I fell on my face, I stand up and I dust myself off and I jump off the next bridge. No big deal,
Yeah. Are you guys Letterkenny fans?
I am not, actually.
Our original, the 2 that left were Letterkenny fans.
Is
and
that how allegedly came about?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes! Boom! I fucking nailed that question. Next question. Go ahead. Try to catch up with that.
No, I am curious. What is something about running a record label that would be surprising to people?
Good question.
For me, the hard part was we've had some tragedies within the label. We just lost one of our band members last month.
Oh no.
That's something you're not prepared for. And it was very, very unexpected.
Sorry to
Things
hear.
like that. That's something I don't think you think about beforehand the connections that you make with people and how much they end up meaning to you. Like I've never met any of these people, but
No, I'm
they're
like
like
tear
my
up
family.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so being a label, I guess this is not meant to be slighted in any ways, but like with everyone being able to put all their own music out on Spotify and everything else, whatever you're doing, CD Baby, what advantages is it for these smaller up and coming bands to join a label?
A lot of times we'll hear, I just don't want to do the promoting myself, or I don't want to get out and look for shows. And that's, what we're good. We don't have a ton of money. So we're like, cool, we'll do that. And,
Yeah.
You guys don't have tour support, do you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You guys provide tour support?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's like you just were saying, I was trying to relate it back to like, you're making these connections with people, you're helping them out, just, supporting and anything that you can. I need a band mommy always, for sure. That's why I have Courtney.
Yeah, because that's the thing about, like, as a band, you don't know how to do the PR most times. You know what I mean? And that's where you guys, you ladies, excel because and you have the connections that they don't have because you've been in the business for a while.
I'll tell you, I've been in bands my whole life, and even this podcast, and I hate the self-promotion part of it.
It's really hard.
It feels icky. I barely even talk about my own bands on here because I don't want to. It doesn't feel right. So
we hear that all the time.
You got to get over that. Just throw that out the window.
All right, well, you are listening to Sounds Like
You have
Nonsense.com.
to put yourself out.
Right.
I say, because everyone's like, oh, I don't want to send a page in likes. If people don't want to see it, they'll scroll past it. It's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will, you got some questions?
As a matter of fact, I do. All right, so Amy and Bree, these are some questions that all you have to do is answer yes or no. Yes or no questions. And if you feel awkward on some of these questions, you do not have to answer them at all. And some of them might not be a yes or no question. Some of them might not. Okay?
Let's do it.
All right.
I have no idea.
You have
I'm
my
here for it.
attention.
All right, so I wrote 10 questions down, and we're going to go for it. Here we go. And you don't have to answer. It's just yes or no. Here we go. Have you ever vomited in public?
Totally, yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you like fish? Eating fish?
Depends on the fish. I like halibut, but
Okay.
We all love
If
fish
you
in
deep
different
fry
ways.
anything.
Deep fried, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely not a yes or no, but okay, here we go. Cats or dogs? Which one?
Dogs.
Oh.
What about you, Amy?
I'm gonna say cats.
Okay, you're brave.
That's just because I don't really get along with the dog I have right now,
Okay.
and I have cats. So
All right, now, favorite team of anything? Like your favorite team of either football or soccer or badminton, whatever.
Jesus, I don't.
You don't have a team? You can say
No.
yes or no. Just say no.
No.
You're welcome. Next question.
San Francisco Giants, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, Jeff, sorry, bud.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, Amy.
I'm having a great week.
Sweetheart. Can either of you write in cursive?
Yes,
Yes. Totally.
I
You
do
believe-
it often, actually.
Do you believe in God?
I'm sorry.
You believe in God? That doesn't have to be a serious question. I mean,
Oh,
whatever.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a big. Hope you guys can handle this.
Don't tell my mom I said that, okay?
Yeah, right? Hi, Mom.
Well, this next one's going to be a real big one, so I hope you can understand this. All right, this is just yes or no. Were you a virgin later than 18?
No.
No.
All right, I'm glad you guys did. Can you drive a stick shift?
Yes.
Yes, not well, but yes.
Have you ever had sex in public?
Yes.
And
Fine public.
Ooh, there's a story there.
Yeah, we could. You feel free to tell us a little bit about that last answer.
Yeah, we'll expand on it a little, and we can definitely give you a definition of public or not.
Have you? I'm sorry, this is a dumb one, but yeah, have you ever farted accidentally on a date, a first date?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bree.
I've been married for like my entire life, so I don't really remember what a first date is.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
No.
find farts hilarious. So
Farts are funny.
Because they are.
Wait, Will, is that it? I'm surprised that you had a list going.
I know. I got a couple more if you don't mind.
Okay, go for it.
Are you guys a breakfast person?
for
Do you
dinner
like
only.
breakfast?
Oh.
Dinner, you know what I mean? Like, do you like waffles and syrup and shit?
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I like
yeah,
how
his
his
I like
face
to
is
get
so.
up in the morning.
right.
I like
Right.
how Bree's like only for dinner. That's good.
That's a good
same,
answer.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are your parents still married?
No.
No.
Mm.
Sorry to get personal. Do you
The
know?
whole time.
Do you know what a stinky freezer is?
What? Can you say that again?
Do you know what a stinky freezer is?
No, but I'm dying to know.
Well, you won't. Are
Stevie
you
Stevie Nicks
romantic?
is the hint.
Are you guys romantic?
No.
Are Bree and I? No.
No. Are you just in general romantic?
Oh no.
No.
And then have you ever been arrested?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Will.
That's all the questions I have because well, how about this? This one's for you, Bree. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay. See, these were easy questions, nothing crazy.
I think you will. I like how you're scooching your face really into the camera as you're doing
I
this.
really want to know all about you. I really want to know all about you right now.
Will is normally in the studio with us, so this is new for him. This is his first Zoom ever, so we're.
Oh, okay.
But I do have a question that Will didn't ask. Do you believe in ghosts?
Halloween's
Yes.
coming up. Yeah.
I grew up in a haunted house.
Okay.
Story
We
time.
need to hear more about that.
Story time.
I mean, I have a ton. So there was this room in the house where you could always hear little kids like playing with like a rubber ball, like like the playground ball, like that thwap
Yeah.
bounce sound.
Oh, yeah,
red
the big
ball?
red ball.
Yeah.
Right. Only that like the room was all carpeted and like my mom was super bougie and had like the big frilly curtains everywhere. Like there's
Right.
no way those noises could have come from that
What the
room.
fuck? That's a weird one.
Wow. That gave me
Like
goosebumps.
someone would walk up and down the hallway all night long.
Ooh.
I don't like
yeah,
that shit at
I
all.
This was
have
just
stories
accepted?
for days, actually.
Really?
Wow.
Can you just give us? I know we're going to get back onto your
Label.
your
Vomiting. I want to talk about that.
But can you just give me one scary or one quick synopsis story of something that was really that made you feel really not upset, but very unnerving of a paranormal?
So nothing ever made me feel threatened.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
I mean, it was definitely scary, but it wasn't like I was like terrified and like was tortured or what I mean, like.
Right.
But like I would sneak in as a teenager. And I would get like halfway up the steps and like everything would turn on, like lights and like, the dryer would buzz, the microwave, like everything would just.
You had a grounding issue. That's okay. Were you barefoot at the time and you touched the switch? Gah! You just connected the circuit is what happened. What about you, Amy? You were going to answer that. Do you believe in anything paranormal? Have you had a paranormal experience?
I have had a paranormal experience, and I was really like, I always tried to not believe in it.
Aliens.
Aliens, yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of self-centered of us to think that we're the only beings in existence.
Yeah.
But I did see a ghost one time. We
Oh.
lived in my husband's grandparents' house. We rented it from them, and they had retired and moved away. And my husband's uncle killed himself when my husband was like 2. So it was middle of the night. I was getting up to get the baby a bottle. And in the kitchen window reflection, I was standing next to our kitchen table, and in the window reflection, there was a man sitting at the table
What?
that I was standing right next to. And like, I can still picture exactly what he looked like, his mannerisms, what he was wearing.
What the
So
fuck?
I don't,
Like a full, like not see-through, like an actual.
yeah.
Whoa.
But
Like-
then I looked over and there was not a man there. It was just in a kitchen window reflection that I saw it.
I don't like it. Oh, my hair stood up on my. I
will
swear
shit
to God.
himself.
So I went back to bed. I don't fuck the baby. I don't think he got his bottle.
Right? My hairs are standing up.
Then I
Fuck
told
the
my
baby,
husband
he
about
said.
it.
Fuck that baby. That baby's gonna be fine. Ghost can't hurt you. I know that in my heart, but I'm going under the covers.
He's 21 now. He's fine.
He made it. Oh,
I told
Made
my
the right
husband
choice.
about it, and he told his mom. So his mom showed me a picture of the uncle, and it was him. It was.
I don't like it.
He was even wearing the same like white undershirt in the picture that he was wearing while he was sitting at the table.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I'm tearing up. This is.
I don't like it.
Woo,
Yeah.
that's scary.
But it never felt like dark in the house. Like
Right.
it never felt, and I don't know if that's just of his family, you know.
I think that, our culture, because of horror movies and stuff in America, like, I think that
Yeah.
ghosts are made to be scary. And, like the old countries, they don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, of course, there's fucking leftover spirits and energies here. You just deal with it. Whatever. They can't hurt you.
That's exactly. I think there's energies. Like that energy has to go somewhere.
I agree.
When someone passes.
I agree. I've had experiences myself of the walking back and when my child was little and we went to visit my parents. They had a haunted house, I would say, and it was the first time I brought my kid back. And he was just 6 months old or something like that. And then that night, I could hear. I had the door open, just like cracked, and you could hear walking up and down the hallway, back and forth, and then the handle would go like
gosh.
that. And right at the foot of the bed, I heard what that noise I just made actually was like that, like someone clearing their throat, clear as day, right in front of. Like I was awake and Courtney and our child were asleep. I said child, Riley, fucking asshole. He was asleep. So that I immediately turned the TV on to get light in the room, and then you could hear the pacing in the handle. And then I told my mom about it the next day, and she goes, "Oh, you're being crazy, you fucking drunk asshole," right? So later that night, she got drunk, and she goes, "I didn't want to tell you to scare you, but I had locked our door." Because of all the kids and stuff in the house, I didn't want anyone coming in. So she's like, all night I heard someone keep trying to get in. I got up a couple times to see who was trying to get in the room, and there was no one there. Confirmed.
And that was her first experience with it there too?
No, that was not her first experience. All kinds of shit would happen all the time. But that was like so. I
That
felt
was
like
my family.
You just had to get the right level drunk.
we never talked about it ever until we all finally moved out.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know, one day it came up in conversation and we all had the same stories.
Oh,
You're
that's
all like,
But,
yeah, that shit was haunted, right?
yeah.
wow. You guys didn't even talk about it at the time. That's
No.
That's super
No,
cool.
it was just something we didn't, I don't know. It was just,
Yeah.
my family was big
Wow.
on sharing in general. So we didn't talk about
Well, we talked about
Ghosts.
ghost shit in my house. That shit was scary.
All right, I
yeah,
have a question
go ahead.
going back to the label now.
Yeah, we need to get back to the music.
Okay, back to the music.
Label.
But I'm curious because a lot of people who are submitting their submissions are not on a label and those kind of things. So if they wanted to get on a label, what would be your advice on how to approach what the good steps to do or what you are looking for in a band?
That's a great question.
So me personally, we will listen to everything. Sometimes it takes us a while, but hit us up through the label email. That's the best place.
What is that email?
Allegedlyrecords@gmail.com, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, and that's the best way. It's going to take us some time to get to you guys, obviously, because we have a lot of other things going on, but please don't send it to our personal pages and things. That is something that it's going to get lost.
Yeah.
It might piss me off depending on the day.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Said the social media, the label social media is fine as well. I
Yeah.
usually.
Amy handles most of that. I let her.
But what stands out to you guys when someone sends in a submission?
Right.
Like last point, our friends, what popped or what got your attention right away to make you interested in even listening to their music?
So fucking good. I mean, I have mutual friends with them. Do you guys know Melinda Rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's one of my really good friends, and she, Matt sent me a friend request, and I saw that Melinda was friends with him. So I immediately, I trust her judgment. And then I just saw that he was in a band, and so I searched a little more, and it turns out that other people had told me about him. I just forgot.
Yeah.
And they also apparently had sent in a submission, but one of our former partners, it slipped through the cracks.
Right.
Well, right. So, which goes to the question: what makes it not slip through the crack?
Right.
Is there something? Is there some kind of special formula, or is it just?
Or is it something that you see that they've already been doing? Like their social media is good, and they're already you can tell that they're hard workers, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it's like the passion, I think.
Yeah.
Because I would rather sign a band that could use some work, but they're like in it for like just the love of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I I look for like, are you supporting like the scene in general? Are you showing up and supporting other bands in your area?
Yeah.
Are you showing up just for your set, packing your gear and bouncing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I look for things like that.
Yeah.
As well as talent. I mean, obviously,
You can't suck.
you can have all the passion in the world and suck.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I saw this sidebar. I saw my notes today. Like, are you supposed to support your local scene if every band sucks? I don't know when I wrote that to myself, but I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, that's hard, dude. Like,
It is.
so, but you can't have a local scene unless everyone is supporting. So the answer is yes. You go and support and encourage people to get better.
Right.
You know?
Well, and I think that they might suck today, but doesn't mean they're going to suck 3 weeks from now.
Right.
Yeah.
and that doesn't mean that we won't want them at some point, but just stay with it, practice.
Cool.
Keep going.
Hey, Jeff, you got a couple last questions before we let them go?
Yeah, just wanted to get so the vomiting in public. Did either of you record it, and would you be willing to send it to me?
I have not
That's a shame.
So
I haven't
stupid.
vomited in public since I was, a young lass, and phones
I mean, if
weren't
I get the
readily
urge, it's all
available
you, man.
Ah.
Totally.
Yeah, I regret
my
tagging
real
you in.
question. My real question is: so you were supposed to launch in January of 2022. You're way ahead of schedule. What's your 2 or 5 year plan? What's next for y'all?
Oh, that's a
What's
good
coming?
question.
That was my question. Ish.
Right now, we're kind of in a lull, actually. We have a couple of bands that we're looking at and probably going to sign. We're hoping anyway that it works out. And we like to, kind of sign a few, then take a break and make sure that everyone's getting the attention they need
Yeah.
before we, get bigger. But we want to do that as stuff starts opening back up. We really want to do a national tour since, half of them are on the East Coast and then half of us are on the West Coast. So it would be really nice to do a tour.
I was gonna say now things are opening back up. Like that,
Yeah.
all that is kind of on the,
The table.
it's on the table. Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah, it was kind of weird for a while because we started, right smack dab in the middle of COVID. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
We
Which
haven't
was
really-
kind of nice because it let us get organized and get our shit together a little
Right.
bit more. So now
You know,
we're in a much better position than if we would have waited, I think, a year and then tried to get into the mix of things.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead, Will.
that's the one good thing that happened through COVID is that you guys were able to get your heads together and make a record label. I mean, that's fantastic.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, who saw that coming? Because it wasn't me.
All right. Well, I hope all the best for you guys. I'm
Yeah.
stoked. So far, you guys, you like I said, you clearly have a sound going already, and I like it. I'm digging it. So, and then we're gonna listen to Board with Fire a little bit later. I do have one last question, I guess. Who picked the song for Last Point to be played today? The Unfinished Business song that we just played.
Matt did.
Matt did? Well,
Yeah.
I think that Matt is wrong. I think the best song on that album is Confessor. And
Oh yeah.
I love that song. It's the opening track on the album. I think it's so good. It's crazy good.
I gotta be fair though. I told him because I've been on 3 podcasts this week. So I said, "What's your favorite song besides Confessor?"
It
There you go.
does feel like the single of the album though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but on the other two, so I didn't want to do it for this one too.
Right.
Well, guess what? As soon as I hang out with you guys, I'm playing it anyways.
But
Fair
also,
enough.
before we get off the line, can you tell us a little bit about Board with Fire and where they're from and how they came on your label?
Board with Fire is in Spokane.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned earlier that we lost a band member. That was their singer songwriter.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry about that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
But they hold a special place to me because Shane, the member we just lost, like he was the first person outside of our friend group that
Yeah.
saw something in us.
Oh.
Like he was the first band to like email us like, hey, we're interested. Here's our music. Please hit us up.
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
I think that you're going to have a lot more people hitting you guys
That
up.
is right.
You guys are so great.
Yes, this week. That's going to help.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, everyone go out and check out Allegedly Records. Amy, Bree, thank you so much for spending your Sunday
Thank
with
you
us.
for having.
Thank you.
And then go check out all the bands. I can't wait to see you guys sign up next. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you.
Well, all right, thank you.
Congratulations. Keep
Bye,
learning on the
guys.
fly.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Take
great day.
care.
You too. Bye bye.
I admit I'm wrong today, flawed in every way. What's integrity? Carrying regret and pain, selfish and so vain. Blinded loyalties, my one-side view. Lying to you, neglected duties. A thief and crook, fooled by a hook. Estranged family. Despite all that I've said and done, can you forgive? Call me out. Call me out. Solving the problem is what it's about. I can do better if you can just call me out. Could not let go. Dizzy, so slow. Witness to drowning. My rage-filled tears. Facing my fears. Head on suffering. Despite all that I've said and done, can you forgive? Call me out. Call me out. Solving the problem is what it's about. I can do better if you can just call me out. Accountability, inefficiency, responsibility, now priority. It must all start, and it ends with me.
All right. Well, that was Last Point Confessor, and that was Amy and Bree.
Yeah, they
That-
were super
That
nice.
was fun, man. Yeah. And sorry, Matt, I didn't mean like no wrong, but I just love that song, Confessor, so much. I was like, please say that that's the song that you want. So hopefully you aren't mad that
There was
we
a
did
story
both.
that explained their reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
anyway-
it's also, I think all of those little tiny things are interesting for bands because it's like, how do you pick the song that's going to be the one? Because you may like a song that hits with the audience differently.
as a band member, I would really like to not have any part of any of that. I don't want to have a say in the logo design, nothing. Not, well, until the end and be like lame or cool. But like, I do not want to come up with any other ideas. You know how fucking frustrating it is to come up with an album idea, like a theme? You know, like
Right.
so then you like think of like, oh, it'll be funny. Like Pull My Finger will be a funny name for an album. Now, what's the artwork going to be for that?
Right.
You know, like
yeah.
it's hard to do that.
You guys nailed it.
Oh, we did nail it on that one. For people that don't know, you can go see Pull My Finger, and it's finger penis. And on the backside, the shorts have shitted. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So,
Yeah, but I never.
go ahead.
But I thought you never talk about your band.
I do all the time now. I've decided.
Oh,
Bree said that I was allowed to. She gave me the pass.
She said you have to get over it.
Oh,
She said I have to get over. She said I have to get over not doing it.
That's right.
Yeah. So now it's on. So if you guys want to see Up Your Guts, I'm just kidding. All right. So we did not get to the question of the week because we were running a little behind. So do you guys remember what question of the week was?
It was, do you want to know how you're going to die?
Yeah.
Because
Fourth.
we had talked about
Third.
whether you would want to know when, and we discussed that. And then the question that organically came from that is, would you want to know how? I guess I'm going first.
I guess you are.
No.
Everyone's being quiet.
I don't think I would, because I feel like it would just be a detriment more than a benefit, because then I would stop living my life. You know what I mean? Or in that one area, I'd probably, that movie where they always try to cheat death or whatever. What is that?
Final Destination.
Final Destination, and they kind of cheat. They try to cheat it because they know how it's going to happen and that kind of thing. I don't know. I just feel like it would be something that would make me not want to live my life.
I didn't think about it in like Final Destination terms.
I don't know.
But I like how you brought it back to a horror movie because it's Halloween, you guys. All right. Well, I guess, Will, you're up next. Stop yelling at
all
your
right.
dogs.
I absolutely 100% agree with Courtney. If I was told that I would be getting in a car accident, I would never drive. I
know.
would never be in a car. I would not purposely try to cheat death, but I'd be like, oh, no, I can't go that. I'm supposed to die in a car. Meaning I wouldn't live. Or imagine if you were told you're going to choke to death, you wouldn't even eat. You know what I mean? You'd be out of your fucking mind just drinking smoothies all day.
Mm-hmm.
My point is,
You could get by. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yep. Soups.
And your stool would be nice.
nice and yogurty.
Ooh.
Anyways,
Put some vegetables
yeah,
in
I'm
it.
sorry.
son.
I'm the asshole. He's the one who brought up stool. Shit. Anyways, I'm with Courtney. I do not want to know.
All right, Jeff, you're number 3.
Totally disagree with both.
Oh.
I want to know.
Okay.
Not necessarily to cheat it, but if it's, I know I'm going to have a, heart disease.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
I'm going to at least try to do everything I can to not necessarily, it's still going to happen, but I'll keep it off as long as possible.
True.
But if I know that it's a plane or a car, that does get interesting.
It doesn't
I
it?
just have to pick and choose.
I'm with Jeff. I think, and even if it is plane or car, whatever, like I'm getting a truck then. No cars for me. Like, you want to ride home? What kind of vehicle do you have? Car? Fuck you. Not happening. You know?
Why are your legs so big? Oh, that's right. You skateboard everywhere now.
That's right. And then I wonder if here's one. Here's the twist. If you know about it and change it, like, does it change then?
I think it would.
Because then you would never die because you don't ride in a car.
Yes.
No, your
Yes.
death changes. You're always going to die.
Right.
So then you got to, fuck. Oh, that complicates it. I
That's
don't
the
like
Final Destination
Yeah,
thing.
but what about if it was
You're right, Court.
you die of old age?
Yeah,
And,
in my sleep, yeah.
And you find out that it's old age, but it turns out some old man runs you over in a car, and it was old age.
Just somebody else's old age.
Someone else's old
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking. Oh fuck. Yeah. All right. Well. All right. So I do have another question of the week for next week, just because we have this crazy fire happening.
Right.
And when we're seeing it come over the ridge, I'm going not the Will Ridge, just the regular ridge, the mountain ridge. And I'm like, what would we take right now?
Right.
What would we take if a fire was coming? So maybe it's what 3 items would you take?
I like 3 because that's pretty much where we were at. Like we have
And it could be a group of items.
we have a truck and we didn't
could be a
have
theme.
much room, so we were like, okay, what really would
Yeah,
we
I'm
have?
taking grandma's dishes,
Right.
whatever your thing is.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. Can we exclude pets? Because I would have to take the pets. Those
No,
are my 3,
pets would
you know
be
what I mean?
one. You can group them.
Oh.
Like grandma's
Yeah, you're
dishes,
right.
a bunch of
But
dishes.
those-
I'll take pets. Okay, so that's. But maybe for next week we could answer.
Right.
Let me just ask this.
Okay.
Yeah, we should answer next week.
Is the vehicle considered one of your items?
No.
No.
No, because that's how you get out.
I would say this.
Well, it is
would
an
be,
item.
It would be like, I have like a collection of cars. Yeah, fuck your cars. That's not happening.
Yeah.
That's
The vehicle, okay, let's clarify. The vehicle that you have to get out does not count in your 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
All right. So, that's question of the week. I had another one. because it's Halloween, but I decided to go with that because it felt so relevant at the time.
It's way more relevant.
This has been a while, and this is relevant too.
Welcome to my paranormal segment.
Well, like that doesn't get old every time. I'm here to say Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, even though it's not Halloween, Happy Halloween month. And I think what we're going to do, even though we're backed up, I'm going to be doing a little bit of paranormal stories the rest of the month of Halloween. With that being said, so sorry, I have to grab something right here, and I want to let you know that I moved up to a small little town called Paso Robles. And while doing so, I wanted to look up some history of Paso Robles and some paranormal. So when I looked that up, something interesting came up, and they have in Paso Robles a 200-pound cabiria. Shit. It's the biggest rodent in the world. Cabiria.
A cabiria? Like that shit they had at the zoo in Santa Barbara?
It's not.
Yeah, and they're huge.
It goes into water. It's like a water pig.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're correct. And I was looking up Bigfoot sightings in Paso
That's a good
Robles.
name for a band.
It is.
Oh.
Water Pig.
Water pig. So I was looking at some things in Paso Robles about seeing Bigfoot or whatever, and it came up that there is a cabiria that has been sighted and almost shot at. And it is now inside 6 of the pools of water rehabilitation facility. And it's actually a real thing. I couldn't believe it myself. With that being said, we're going to get into the paranormal. I just want to let you know there's a big old fucking pig.
In the water reservoirs.
Water reservoirs. So while looking at this is something interesting. The Paso Robles Inn. It's a haunted hotel. Or is it? It's up to you. I'm going to describe this to you. Founded in 1864, the Paso Robles Inn is one of the most historical buildings in Paso Robles. With the history comes with a lot of mystery. After the first event was held in a newly renovated ballroom in 2001, the front desk at the Paso Robles Inn began to receive mysterious calls, often on dark, stormy nights. The weird part, the calls came from room 1007, and there was never anyone on the other end of the line after the front desk clerk picked it up. But what gets weirder, it's a staff member would go into the room 1007 after each of the calls, only to discover that it's an empty room. Now, it gets a little bit more interesting.
Conduit issue.
Except now, since I just fucking dropped the message, God damn it. I got to go back. Son of a bitch.
Okay. It's a caller ID situation that we similar to earlier in the show.
Right.
All right. So what's interesting, concerned that there was a glitch in the phone system, the inn asked the phone company to investigate the occurrences, but they didn't find anything wrong with the hotel's phone system. After that, the hotel staff started joking around that it was a big ghost and was making phone calls, and logged each time they received one of these phantom calls at the front desk. It was all fun and games until room 1007 called 911 one evening. That's weird. 9111 one even.
I got you.
The police responded. You guys don't listen to me. Are you?
Right here with you.
I know people can't see, but just the look on your face when you looked up to see if we were listening was really funny, so I had to laugh.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, all right, we're in. Sorry.
I'll stop this right now.
No.
What are you doing?
It called 911.
They called 911. The police responded, and just like the hotel staff before them, they found the room to be empty. If people didn't think that was a ghost room in 1077 or 1007 before, they definitely did now. Now, it gets a little bit more interesting, okay? Intrigued by the strangeness of the phone calls, the former manager began rereading articles about the 1944 fire that destroyed the original hotel. He discovered that on the night of the fire, the 911 call went out around 9:05 p.m.
No.
Close to the time that the night clerk J.H. Emsley sounded the alarm warning the guests of the fire. Because of Emily's heroic action, every guest was evacuated from the hotel safely, except for Emsley, who died of a heart attack before he knew all the guests were safe from harm. This leaves us to wonder, is Emsley still trying to keep everyone in the Paso Robles Inn safe from harm as unfinished business? Whatever the case, this guy's a fucking terrible writer. Whatever the case may be, room 1017 or 1007 is one of the most highly requested rooms of Paso Robles Inn.
All right. Jeff, you had a question there.
Not very.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is like every stupid horror movie. Why would you request going into that room that was haunted?
Because you want to see water turn on by itself.
No, it's just like every stupid horror movie where they're like, oh, what's happening? Let me go investigate on my own.
I don't want that shit. I want to, when I put blankets on and I go to sleep, I want them to stay on. I don't want some ghost ripping them off. I get cold.
Right.
Well,
What year was it?
I just love the way you just acted that out there, Courtney. I'm just gonna go investigate him by myself. I love what you did there. That was great acting.
Jeff, what?
Second of all,
What year?
they have that the Geico commercial where they have that let's
Yes.
go to the chainsaws. Yeah, I agree.
What year was this, Will? Jeff asked.
Okay. The fire was in 1940s. I said 44,
Right.
but it was in 1940. And in 2001, when they started renovating things, is when all the phone calls started. They also have many other ghost stories there that I didn't want to get into. I just thought it would be haunting to listen to a phone and no one's there, and go into the room and realize no one's there.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what else? Go ahead.
Would you stay in that room?
yes.
No.
No.
Oh, yes. Come on.
You know what else is haunting, Will? Is same in Paso. Going into a room with a huge ape on the bed at 12:30 in the morning. That's pretty haunting. It scared the shit out of me.
Forget about. I am so sorry. Hey guys, when you go upstairs into the room, there's a big stuffed gorilla.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to scare you guys. I forgot to tell you that one.
I was coming right behind Courtney, and it was all dark in there, and she went, yeah! And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, someone's in it. It was just this huge fucking stuffed fucking orangutan or whatever.
And he was like, oh, it's just a stuffed animal. But I was like clawing to get out of the room. I was like,
she
no.
throws me. Yeah, we learned this last time
That's
we went
a nice
to.
touch, Will. Well done.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do it, but
We're
it
a
is a
Bigfoot
life-size
family.
gorilla.
We're like, of course he's hiding in our bedroom. Fucking knew it. Well, thank you very much for the paranormal. Next week I got to do another one. I have.
Oh, I understand.
I have a subject maybe for you. Kentucky goblins. Look into that. If I can take a look at that.
That sounds like something you order at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Ooh, yeah, like giblets and goblins. That could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna trademark that before they get to it. All right. Well,
In a bowl with some mashed potatoes and the gravy on top of
it's
it.
fucking nasty as fuck, dude. Okay. Well, I think we get into another song, man.
Yes.
What do you guys think? All right. So let's do Board with Fire. And so Courtney, you had told me that they want to do. This is a really weird name, you guys.
Lions.
Barometer 29.58 in HG. I don't know what that is.
No, that's the album.
I know, but that was the song name. So Barometer 29.51 in HG and Falling is the album name, but the song name I was gonna pick what I wanted.
Okay, Lioness Heart is what
You wanted?
what they said.
Oh well, that's what I picked too.
There you
It
go.
was made to be. All right, here's Lioness Heart.
Rain pours down all night. You take the fast train home again. You walk, you crawl, you run. Contemplating all the while. Sugar coated with my love. You're scared to commit to change. Look back to see her smile. Apprehension. a chance, but you will never fail. Just find 10,000 ways it won't work. Progress involves risk, but don't be afraid. Skate on thin ice, walk straight ahead. She's going all in, taking the plunge, committing herself. Dare to believe, Reagan's going for broke. Against the grain, taking a lead. Don't live with regret. Apprehension, don't let it hold you back. I know, with a fifth of confidence, she's ready for the stage. Get a dream, go on and on and on.
All right, that was Bored with Fire, Lioness Heart. And
Yep.
dang, I did not know that the lead singer died. So
That's
that is
really
very
sad,
sad.
man.
So
I'm really glad that we were able to play some of their music.
Right.
They do have some stuff out there on Spotify. Go out there and check it out.
for sure. And I hope they pull it together and
It's
keep
going to be
moving on.
tough,
Yeah,
man, without
that's definitely
the
hard.
lead singer songwriter.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're super talented, and they got some great songs out there. So go out there and support them. And Allegedly Records, of course.
That's right.
All right, we're into our final thoughts. Will, you just plopped out your big gorilla for us.
So what is the story
That's
behind
what
that?
she said.
Okay. All right.
So fucking stupid.
Where did you get that?
We had a store in Salden, California, and my mother had T-shirts, and she used it as a mascot in the window. She
Oh,
put T-shirts on it, and it would be, I don't know, some stupid thing. And then somehow that's the only thing I got out of my dad's inheritance was stuffed fucking gorillas. I keep them with me.
Oh, okay.
So that's my life.
all right. Well, we've had a pretty great show so far. I want to go back to I don't know if it was the last show or the show before because it's been so long. With the one chip challenge. I just want to talk about it just briefly.
Oh boy.
That went weird. That got weird. I think that might have been the last one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let's not say that. We don't know.
It was
Most likely the last one.
so. Oh, you mean the last time we're ever gonna do it? Yeah, maybe Courtney wants to try it again.
I will never.
So
That-
I did order some diet gummy worms. So when Will's
Fuck
back,
you.
we can try some
I'm
of
not
that.
doing that. That's
Yeah.
that's a you
I'm
and
not
Jeff
doing any more
thing.
food challenges.
That's right.
No more
That's
food challenges.
that's
for me.
you and Jeff.
I've got
you get
I've
a
got
turn.
2 pounds of diet gummy worms.
No, that's you and
when you
Jeff.
send out my shirt, send me some of those diet gummy.
There you
gummy
go.
bears.
So
There you
what
go.
That
That's gonna
shirt,
make
the
you
one
shit
you're
for me.
wearing, that's the one Keith handpicked for me.
What I was actually thinking about with these, and I'm not even kidding, because Riley destroyed my truck recently, my brand new truck. Not destroy, but he fucking did donuts. I was thinking about setting him up for his Halloween party for him and his friends. I'm not kidding. So I got 2
But is
pounds
it
of
at
them.
your house?
No, it's not at our house.
I'll just
Then
be
you do
like,
it.
yeah, like, here, go take this. You guys have fun. We'll see you later.
He would know something's up for you to be
No.
like,
No, I have an idea of a way to play it. I don't want to show my hand right now.
All right.
He won't listen to this, so
there you go.
not by the time that they get those yummy diet gummy worms in them. I get 2 pounds, you guys. It's going to be amazing.
That's not
That's just
happening
good
here.
parenting.
I don't know about that.
So
You know what?
yeah,
What is the word? What is the word, Jeb? I think you're
abusive.
Sadist?
what's the word? I think the word's sadist. I think you are that.
I'll take it, but whatever that is, as long as I'm fucking Riley back, because he's fucking me, dude.
Well,
it's not fun.
I saw that Will put up the little poster, or not it's a poster, but it's a sign that says, I destroyed the Packy chip of 2021.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, that thing destroyed us. And so after the episode, at like 11 o'clock at night, it happened all over again. And I asked Will, I was like, hey, did that hurt last night just the way that it was like the stomach churning, everything. It happened all
Sure.
over again.
I would like to
How
offer.
about-
Okay, sorry.
How about when it came out?
Oh, that was terrible.
That's the point. That's what she said.
No, at 11 o'clock at night, it didn't come out. It just started to churn the way that it did, and like it was like so bad up in your stomach, and just
But when
it's
you
like
finally did take a shit,
Would you say up your guts, Courtney?
Up your guts.
There
you
Oh,
go.
sorry.
promotion? Get over it.
What was the
I
last?
never talk about my band.
No, Bree's changed my whole world,
He's
dude.
been
I'm doing it.
freed.
Yeah, I'm allowed to now.
But
Don't shame me. You're being abusive.
we also
sadist.
did take it to Punk Rock Bowling, and you'll hear in the episode one of the band members who they were gonna play a show that night. He was like, "I'll do it. I was like, "I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that to you. If
Yeah.
you want to come back tomorrow, cool. But I'm not gonna do that right before you play a show. Like, I'm just not." And he's like, "Oh, I did it once before." And I was like,
His band members were like, nah.
I know. I could see the worried look on the band
That
dad's
was United
face.
Defiance.
Yeah, United Defiance. I could see the worried look on his face. I was like, "You're not going to do that to him."
Here's what happened. They were going to come back the next day and do it right after they played, whatever. But I went to their show so hammered at 2 a.m, I scared them away and they didn't come back.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a little secret time.
oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'm half kidding.
That's about right.
I know I was hammered. I was like, chip, whatever. And like I was so fucking hammered. I was hanging out with fucking some horses in the Vegas Strip at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Actual horses.
yeah. I was in bed by
I
then.
don't know how I ended up there, but that's what happened. I'd like to read you some reviews on this. Let me give you guys the option here
On what?
on the reviews on the Hot Chip Challenge.
Oh,
The headline.
But before we do that, Will, do you have anything to add to that?
I agree with her.
Okay.
I will continue.
Well,
Headline.
when I took a shit, it was miserable. Yeah, it burned the hell out of me.
Your ass
Thank
lips.
Thank you for sharing.
Do not eat this if you value yourself or Chip from Hell. Which one am I going for?
do not eat this if you value yourself.
This is from 3 weeks ago, and this is exactly the same time that you guys did this. Little brother decided to get this chip when coming back from a vacation. He got the newest one as well, as which was also the hottest, and we drove back the next day. He and his friends broke it into a few pieces and pussied out trying to eat them. Will. I get the largest chunks, Courtney. I can eat them down thinking it wasn't as bad as people said it was. I was dead wrong. The heat and spice hit after not even 15 seconds, and compared to the freaks who can handle that for over 5 minutes before getting a drink or food, I was already rushing for water and milk not even 30 seconds in. My face was seething in pain, and my mouth felt as if I licked a devil's ass hairs. Whenever you drank something, it would die down a bit and come back just to hit you even harder. And after what seemed to be an eternity, throwing up twice beforehand, I was laying on the bed, withering in regret until, oh boy, the stomach kicked in. Next thing you know, I'm healing over the toilet, needing to lock down, and even there, laying on the bathroom floor, just in case for well over an hour, maybe even more, until finally it all passed over, and I was back to just somewhat normal, just with another outcome on life. Case in point. I repeat, and I mean repeat, do not eat this forsaken chip unless you're a serious masochist, daredevil, or whatever inquiry. This isn't a joke, and I learned that the hard way, and I will say it again. Do not give in to temptation and eat this abomination of a chip. Review by Young Drummer. So Young Drummer, I think that we've had the same experience
It was
here.
bad.
I respectfully disagree.
You didn't eat the chip, so there you go.
With all due respect, yeah.
Yeah. So while we were doing that, I really wanted to read you guys like this thing about the alligator. I was like,
Yeah.
You don't want to hear the alligator story?
No, I did not want to hear anything at that point.
It was for Will. He's gonna love this story.
Okay, I'll listen to it now.
Will, would you like to hear the alligator story?
I would like to hear the alligator story.
Okay, so this is kind of crazy.
Also, why that while we were burning in pain?
I was just thinking I would read you guys a little news article while you guys were like dealing, because I knew it would take a second to kick in.
It didn't.
Now that we're a little bit beyond it, it was kind of rude the way you treated his article.
I had prepared for this so much, in fact, that I had to bring it back.
Oh my gosh, you were rude. Both of you were rude, and like trying to
She heard the edit.
video record the puking and stuff. How rude were you? We were in pain.
You know puking's my thing, though.
No.
And you guys talk about it. Oh, I got so sick, and you never record it, so I felt like you owed me one.
Okay.
Okay, here we
By the
go.
way, did you like that question I gave for you? Have you ever vomited in public?
Yes.
Of course I did.
I gave that one for you, bud.
I think Bree will send you something in. She goes to a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you do? Oh, this might be a little bit too crazy and abusive. But like maybe we send her like a gift card for some fucked up like Mexican food and tickets to the venue next door. Let her get in the pit and be like, you know what to do though. You're gonna get jostled.
No.
All right, my brain is stupid. Okay, so 1,000-year-old artifacts are found inside a massive alligator killed at Eagle Lake. And this is in Mississippi. This is a 13-foot, 750-pound fucking alligator.
Dang.
This thing is huge. And you can get this at WGNO.com if you just Google what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they go out there and they're just hunting alligators. And they found these 1,000-year-old, they're like, let's see, what does it say? They're called, it's an atlatl. So it's a ATLATL, atlatl. It's used before a bow and arrow was invented.
Dang.
And a plummet were found inside the gator. They think because of the rock that it was made out of. So they're basically like spear kind of things for hunting, right?
Sure.
But the rocks they were made out of were from only the Great Lake region.
What?
1,000 years ago. So they think that these artifacts were traded through the Indian tribes and got all the way down to Mississippi for hunting. And what happens is the alligators, they go down and they eat rocks and they eat all the shit off the bottom to help their stomach, whatever. So it takes forever for the rocks to digest. So this massive alligator has had these 1,000-year-old artifacts in its belly.
Wow.
It's pretty
Kind of
cool.
makes complaining over a really hot chip,
Puts it all in perspective.
lame.
That's what I was thinking. And
I
there's
was just thinking, why would I have given a shit about that last time?
I just think, I don't know. I was just trying to, like, check this out. Check out this photo
Nope.
laying next to a guy.
That's such a big alligator.
Fucking massive. It's like 3 times this.
750 pounds.
How
750
come I
pounds.
can't see it?
I'll
How come
send
I
it to you
can't
guys,
see it?
and I'll post it on our Facebook group. It sounds like this on Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you
By
guys,
the way, that's a fascinating. I'm glad you saved that for me. I'm glad to hear it again.
yeah, again, did I tell you already when I was drunk or something?
No.
No. I mean, I'm glad that you saved it so I could hear it. And
Yeah.
that is
This
a
time.
In its
fascinating-
entirety.
I
You
appreciate
didn't
it.
miss any of it.
I just thought it was crazy. I like not only were they 1,000 years old, but they were not anywhere from Mississippi. The stones that were found.
Right.
Right.
And then a fucking alligator, a massive alligator ate it. Like, that's pretty fucking wild. The chances of that are pretty. I just thought of you, Will, because you love,
Artifacts.
I appreciate that. I really.
You're
do.
very cultured.
I'm not a very. I like that. I'm not a very good-looking man. I really don't look too well right now.
I think you're
Uh-oh.
looking good.
You're going to read from the calendar.
You might have to read. Courtney, why don't you get up and get the
I
calendar?
already sent him a calendar.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh. Come on, Will. You ready for it?
I knew it was going to be needed.
Well, I really am not that good-looking, but that doesn't mean that I have to read from this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Courtney, there it is. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
If you're waiting for a sign, this is it.
That's
I'm gonna
fucking so stupid.
I'm gonna repeat this again,
Yeah.
just in case you didn't get it. October 17th. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it.
Thank you, Will.
Can't deliver that any better. Cut.
Yeah.
Wrap.
I think we got it. Well, it was nice to see all of you guys again.
It was really nice.
And then maybe the next couple, I'm sorry, audience, is going to be punk rock bowling weirdness and maybe interviews. I don't know how I'm going to cut it up yet.
Okay.
But we'll get there. There's a lot of stuff that we did and saw in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I have a couple things. It is Halloween time when this is coming out. I know that you guys aren't horror enthusiasts like me, but what are a couple of favorite Halloween movies from you guys? If there's something that you had to watch. I guess I'm looking at Jeff first.
Don't know if I have any.
Not one?
Right.
There's not like one that you're like, all right.
I got one.
All right.
I got two. No, I got three.
All right.
One that scared me was Lady in White. and she was the mom with the redhead. And Who's the Boss?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
I
with
know who you're
Tony
talking
Danza.
about, but
She's the redhead, and just the way the lighting was, it was so October-y, just that was scary. One that I liked and it made me laugh and it was fun was the Critters.
yeah,
They're
Yep.
fuzzy little balls with big mouths, and they get in together and they go.
Yeah.
It's just a B movie. It's terrible.
yeah,
And the one that frightened me terribly was the Invasion of the Body Snatchers or whatever. When there's a dog that has a
yep.
human face.
Did you see the
it was
remake of
nice.
that with Nicole
No, I
Kidman?
haven't.
Oh, you should.
Oh.
You should watch that tonight, Stacy. Stacy, watch that new Invasion of Body Snatchers with Nicole Kidman.
Stacy, you need to watch the Body Invasion.
While you're at it, Stacy, rate, review, and subscribe.
Yeah, rate, review, and subscribe, Stacy.
Join our Facebook group, and it sounds like this.
Yeah, and give us a call, talk some shit. 1-805-697-7070. If you are listening and you've been a band on here or whatever, send Courtney some free merch.
Oh,
I mean, that's the least
that
you can
too.
do,
That
right?
too.
I mean,
I'm down with that.
We're down. We're going to
tribute.
promote you. We're going to put your little... she's the one building the page that has your faces on it. She's trying to
Oh.
find your good side. And
Speaking of the page,
Yeah.
we have so many bands now that I have to revamp the page so that
Yeah.
because it's getting to capacity.
it's getting
So
bogged down. It's getting
it's getting-
slow
it's getting bogged
because
down.
you guys are so fast. There's a lot on there.
That's a lot of bands.
Yeah. So
Return of the Living Dead.
there we go. Yeah, it's a great one.
There's mine.
Yeah, okay. And Courtney.
Okay, it's not a movie, but my favorite because I'm like Jeff, I don't like horror movies and that kind of thing. So like my favorite is the Garfield's Halloween.
That was a terrible pick.
I
Yeah,
like it. It's like candy.
Yeah, I figured it was going to go there. I would like to say the new Halloween movie, Halloween Kills, was fantastic.
No,
We
it
watched that last
wasn't.
night. The new Candyman was great.
Eh.
Go out there and support your local slashers. Those are just hardworking guys doing the damn thing.
Okay.
Jeff, you got some final thoughts?
It's just nice to see you all again. Hope everybody has a great week. Thanks for checking back in. Be safe.
All right, Will.
You guys have a wonderful time. It is good seeing you guys. I'm glad you guys are home, and I'm glad you're not traveling right now, and you get to relax at the same time.
Yeah.
Still work.
I
We
left you
love
some
guys. Be
sausage in
safe,
your...
but everyone, keep washing your hands.
I left you some sausage, Will, in your freezer. You didn't hear that. Okay, Courtney.
Thank you so much to the firefighters and first responders for taking care of the community. So awesome. And then remember, the world's a better place because of you. If you're having issues, please contact somebody. We love you.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't say enough about the fucking firefighters.
Right.
And I can't say enough about Allegedly Records. You got Last
Yes.
Point. We had Cityscape Artists, and we had Board with Fire. All fantastic. Allegedly, hopefully, I'm excited to see what their actual launch date is coming.
Right.
And what they're
And
going to
thank
do.
you so much, Bree and Amy, for coming on. We appreciate you.
It's it. I'm going to still play that Tom Gable song.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Deuces.
Bye.
Akron and Jensen are activists. Heads loaded with theory. The hearts are filled with passion. Share the same left-wing politics. Like the same music, they were part of the protest movement. Now Anna presented herself as a feminist. Studied the way they talked and dressed. Fashioned herself an anarchist. Eric fell in love with Anna after meeting at Compton conference. He didn't know it, but Anna was an FBI informant. Eric fell in love with an FBI informant. Shared his dreams of revolution. Now he's sitting in solitary confinement. Be careful what you think. Be careful what you say. Might be used against you in court one day. But Anna thinks she's a hawk. She's just a fucking snitch. The headline called them the believers. what you say might be used against you in court one day. Well, Anna thinks she's a hawk. She's just a fucking snitch. Black sperms and AR-15 rifles. Agents made their arrests in a Kmart parking lot, caught with the supplies to the bomb in hand. The three were charged with conspiracy against the government. Red and Jensen traded testimony in exchange for leniency. Eric was sentenced to 20 years in the penitentiary. Eric, Red and Jensen were activists. They didn't know it, but Anna was an FBI informant. Eric fell in love with an FBI informant. Shared his dreams of revolution. Now he's sitting in solitary confinement. Be careful what you think. Be careful what you say. Might be used against you in court one day.